Okay, day three. I was gonna go to the bank and cash a check, but I forgot it was MLKJ Day. Try saying that 5 times fast. So instead, I'm gonna be cleaning again and other stuff. I have a topic for today, so later I'll be talking about that. And speaking of MLKJ Day, I hope we all just try and be kind to one another today. Not try and be as mean as we usually are. But after that, we can just be assholes tomorrow. Okay, bye. Hi. You may notice that the camera is a little bit closer than usual because, I don't know, I think it's a little more intimate. So, the topic of today, day three, I believe, it's Monday, the 18th. The topic of today is superhero origin stories. I don't like to watch them that much because, like, we had Ant-Man and, Thor and Iron Man, all those Marvel movies that are coming out. And I guess we're going to get another one with, maybe a tourniqueted one with the Dark Knight or Dark Batman vs Superman. So I hope they don't dwell on that. I hope it's really quick because we already had like 10 years ago. We already had a movie that focused exclusively on Batman's origins. But the reason I don't like them is because I already know, and there are some people that don't know. Like if you make a movie, it's like not exclusively for comic book people. It's for basically everyone, which that's not bad. But since I know so much about them, or that some comic book people know so much about them, it kind of like you're going over the same ground over and over again. And a lot of the origin stories have the same beats to it. Like trying to figure out the powers, trying to the moral dilemma, which doesn't really take that long, if we're gonna be honest. And we have to just go through all that all the time. Thor did it. Like we get a small taste of like the action right away, but then like we have to wait a little bit while they get their powers and go through the effects and stuff like that. Which brings me back to Catwoman from 2 days ago. When she gets her power, she like the same thing. The same beats are happening again. Like she doesn't really know what's going on, so she needs like a mentor type. There's usually a mentor. Uh, I think Tony Stark had one. Thor, maybe he had the doctor guy. I don't know. But you have that mentor type trying to get you through the ropes and stuff like that. I do like that it didn't take that long for her to get her powers going, because it was just like she knew what to do. Because she's a cat, so she has the instinct to fight crime or and steal shit. So that's Catwoman. And then with Ant-Man, which I saw like about a week ago, it was him trying to figure out the suit. Like he goes on a crazy little adventure down the drain and through an apartment, stuff like that. That, and like goes through a crazy adventure through there. And he has to learn. There's a little montage, kind of explains like a plot, gives a Chekhov's gun with the regulator. Sorry if it's a spoiler. Well, I didn't say what it does, but regulator. So once that happens, just very tedious to me. Like, also another problem with superhero movies is like they don't feel like it's in the comic book world, because like it's just one hero, or with the Avengers and Marvel Universe, there's lots of heroes, but it's not really called for because there's not that much of a threat. Well, like there's big threats like Thanos and stuff like that, but there's not numerous threats. Like when you think of like Batman, not the movies but like the cartoon, like the original Bruce Timm one, he had a rogues gallery, and that was like at least 20 people, like that constantly, like 15 or 20 people that would constantly show up and they'd cause mischief. But with both like the Dark Knight Rises and the Dark Knight, it was like five, maybe six. And for like the Avengers, it was like there have been only about, there was Ulysses Claw, the Baron guy, um, them, Thanos, Loki. They're pretty much outnumbered by the heroes, because at this point there are like 10, and right now there are only like There's Hydra, but really, who cares? And then after that, it's like, and they're and they're like not stationed. They're stationed all over the world, so they take out every threat. And now we're they don't want to use any villains anymore because now we have just Captain America versus Iron Man. Oh my god! I just realized that's what they're trying to pull. Like I don't know if like who saw what coming first, but either DC saw that there was going to be civil war, so they thought, okay, so we need Batman versus Superman, or Marvel thought, okay, well I guess Marvel because it has a plan going through it, but so they're actually either one is copying the other somehow, or it's just serendipitous that they're both doing the same type of movie, hero versus hero, at the same time and the same year. But I thought, like, if I ever do a superhero movie, which it would be that, we may have, like, may not focus on one hero, might focus on a bunch, but, like, it would focus on a world that supports, not supports, but does actually revolve around superheroes. Because, like the ones in the movies, they seem to be our world, but just with superheroes in them. They're not superhero worlds, if that makes any sense. Because, like, there aren't a lot of villains. A lot of, like, they're costume adventurers, but not costumed villains. So if I ever did it, it would be. I might throw some graphics up here. Well, just one, because that's the only one I have right now. It might be like Justice Girl and Miss Blizz there, Miss Blizz, Zebra Z, Blackthorn, and Strange Animals. Only for a little. Only Strange Animals, not that much, because like I've been thinking about it, and he shouldn't really be. Or maybe it's they. I haven't decided yet. They shouldn't really be that focused on heroics as much as like being the tech support or live support or whatever. And so, focus on them. I'll focus mostly on Justice Girl because why not? And it would have a bunch of villains. It would have like Stretch and Slim and Spinner, Flick, probably for like the first act bad scene, and then maybe Josh Blow, but then it would focus on Papa Flores and the Masochist, maybe Devil's Thorn, or maybe like some other like thug type guys I haven't really thought of yet. But yeah, that's like a world that would need a lot of heroes, because like there's a very large threat, very numerous threat that we have to deal with, and it would require a lot of heroes. So those are my thoughts on it anyway. And I don't know if I would do the origin. I think it would like not her origin of getting her powers because she's had her powers for a while, and besides it's kind of spoilery if we just have her powers like that. But mainly just deal with her like becoming a hero, not getting a but becoming a hero, deciding, okay, I've sat idle far too long. I need to help out with whatever's going on, and then like getting her costume, knowing what like the conduct of the code of conduct is for heroes. That's basically it. I know they sound hypocritical because like I just kind of bashed on the origin story for a while, but that's basically the outline I have for it. So in summation, origin stories don't really care for them, and we need more villains because like oh I guess Gotham's doing that. I don't know what Gotham or Supergirl or Flash or any of the other ones are doing, or any of the Marvel or DC ones projects they're going on TV because this isn't hooked up to anything that does that. And this right here, this doesn't have Hulu, and I'm not really. I don't want to watch Agent of Shields on what you call it, Netflix. So, or Jessica Jones, or Jessica Jones, Agent Carter, and Daredevil. I'm not. Listen, the Ben Affleck one, I actually like. Okay, it's been like 10 years since I've seen it, but you know what? I still liked it when I saw it. So, I don't know. Maybe it's better. I might give it a chance because I have only like 2 days left of my vacation. So there's that. But yeah, I had some really good lighting going on. Or is it just the thing? Okay, whatever. But yeah, more villains. So yeah, it's about only 3:30 right now, so I don't think I'm gonna have anything else to talk about because I've already said what I want to say. Tomorrow might be a special day because well, I'm gonna be going to the doctor. Nothing too serious, just get a checkup on my medication, and then I might spend some time getting an early one out, or maybe I don't know how early it's gonna be because I have to go through and get a list going. Get a list going with my favorite movies. So look forward to that. My favorite movie list. I know about the top two. I don't know how many I'm gonna put on there, but yeah, I might just talk about one movie. I don't know. So yeah, end of day 3. Bye bye.